Hello, my name is Elda, and I will be sharing some amazing inspirations and qualities of a building I consider to be both an interior and architectural breakthrough. This building has a combination of both my passion of interior and architecture as well as animals and their conservation. The building is the California Academy of Sciences, located in San Francisco, right by the Golden Gate Park. The California Academy of Sciences is considered a historical natural museum as well as a laboratory. It was built in 1853 and remodeled in the year 2000 by an Italian architect named Renzo Piano. Renzo's vision was to incorporate the beauty of nature from the local Golden Gate Park into his designs, as well as making it energy-saving, environmentally friendly, and also giving the building a sense of transparency throughout all corners. Renzo knew that renovating this natural history museum would be a big challenge, so he emphasized on transparency as a visual aspect. This is why many of the walls in the building and on the exterior are made from glass. His aim for transparency was so that visitors could see the parkland from all sides of the building. He said, "This way you don't feel the building as an aggressive presence. Instead, you feel like it's a continuation of the park." The California Academy of Sciences is all about conservation and nature. Renzo Piano decided that the roof of the new remodeled building should be like a piece of the park flying, as if you lifted up a part of the park and slid the museum underneath it. Talking about roofs, Renzo also incorporated a number of sustainable features, and one of the most iconic is the living roof. The roof is planted with over 1,700,000 native California plants, and due to this, has become an important resource for local wildlife. Like all eco-friendly roofs, the Academy's planted roof provides superior insulation for the museum below, which substantially reduces energy needed for heating and cooling. The roof is known to be equipped with solar panels, which also aids to conserving energy. It also absorbs 98% of rainwater that lands on it, which in return prevents about 3,600,000 gallons of storm water from carrying pollutants into the ecosystem each year. The hills on the rooftop is also part of the natural ventilation scheme for the building. As cool air drains down from the sides of the hills, it gets drawn into the open piazza at the center of the building. This fresh air is then funneled into the exhibits through louvered windows. Meanwhile, as hot air rises from the exhibit floors, the skylight implanted in the domes automatically opens, functioning as vents. These windows open and close to bring cool air into the building. Essentially, the roof and building is a large greenhouse, and you can feel the effects of it when you walk through the rainforest exhibit. Renzo Piano also used biomimicry as part of his designs in this building to make the building more organic. He compared the acoustical tiles to that of a fish's scales. He got inspiration from photovoltaic cells for the canopy. He even used inspiration from veins of living organisms for the pipes of aquariums. He went as far out as designing the cable net system in the piazza by using the same principles as a spider's web. Piano took inspiration from nature because he wanted the building to be the opposite of monumentality. While monumental buildings are usually very formal and intimidating, the Academy of Sciences building is the opposite of that. It's about lightness, life, transparency, and enjoyment. This building is great for young children and architecture and interior students, scientists, conservationists, and nature activists. Since the Academy of Sciences have books, leaflet displays, posters, stimulation, and even classes to educate the public, it becomes apparent that it's aimed for a diverse demographic. This is evident especially if you were to look at it from a designer's perspective. The displays aren't like the typical natural history museum with dark halls filled with cabinets of display. The Academy of Sciences is open and airy and bursting with different types of life. The exhibits are just innovative, and the building itself don't only convey the history of the life on Earth, but also the future. The Academy of Sciences building stands as a leading example for one of the most power-saving and potentially sustainable architecture. The building received 2 of the Elite Platinum, which is the highest possible rating from the United States Green Building Council, which means that the building employs a wide range of energy-saving technologies, make use of recycled materials, and blends seamlessly with its park surroundings, as well as having the highest standard in sustainability. There is no building in the world that is shaped, built, or engineered like the California Academy of Science building. I would say this is a breakthrough. Out of all the environmentally friendly and sustainable buildings in the world that I have researched, none is more welcoming, unique, and educationally inspiring as the California Academy of Sciences. Not only did Renzo Piano implemented a groundbreaking building structure that was also eco-friendly and sustainable, he also managed to design a building that is pleasing for visitors and the company's motives, which is nature, conservation, life, and sustainability, which makes for a very successful design on his behalf. I hope you find this informational video inspiring. As an interior architect for both residential and commercial design, it is important to be inspired by architect or designer or building, and mine just happens to be the California Academy of Sciences. I think as our environmental factors change due to our own faults, it is important to change our way of building to something more sustainable. As you can see, the California Academy of Sciences is very sustainable and inspiringly beautiful. So not everything sustainable is bulky, unattractive, and dull. It just takes the right designer with the right inspiration and mindset to make it work. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you're inspired.